Hello everyone. Our topic is vocabulary. Teaching vocabulary, we encounter many problems. The following game will help us solve some of them. As the game favors, firstly, involuntary memorization of words due to constant revisiting of the studying vocabulary. Secondly, motivation of pupils, for there will be a winner. The class is divided into groups of 5. At the end of the very first lesson, students overview the new words and the teacher asks pupils to write them on blank slips of paper in groups. Eventually, when we have as many sets of cards as there are groups in the class, the teacher collects the cards into envelopes or files. Next class, the teacher gives the cards out to each group, putting them face down on a desk. One person from the group picks a card and without looking at the words, put it to its forehead. The other group members either have to define the word or translate it depending on the level of their English.
Space where the light cannot reach.
Shadow?
Yes.
I keep it.
If the person with the card guesses the word correctly, he can keep the card. Otherwise, the card goes back face down on the desk and being shuffled.
It is an object where you can see your reflection.
You don't know?
No.
Have a look.
The winner is the one who gets the most of the cards. Next lesson, we add on more new words to the bunch. Sometimes we continue the activity playing the hot seat with the winners. I usually did this activity for 5 minutes at the beginning of each lesson.
Activity 2. Pelmanism.
Pelmanism is a card game in which players use their memory to try to find pairs of matching cards. Two people turning over two cards at a time from a set of cards that are spread out face. If you have a pair of cards which connected together, you take them yourself. If no, another player's turn comes. The player who has more cards is the winner. As an example, we take cards for the third grade. There are cards with pictures of singular and plural objects and cards with sentences with construction there is, there are. During this game, pupil will try to memorize the using of construction there is, there are. You can use this technique not only for children but for all the students, of course. There are maybe a card with words and their definition, for example. And of course, you can use this technique not only in English classes.
For consolidation new vocabulary, you may use word cloud technique. Now I will show how to create it. I go to Google and type wordcloud.com. Choose this link. Then you need to choose paste or type text and do it. I just prepared the words earlier. Copy and paste it. You need to click apply and see an example. You can choose gap size, shape if you need, and so on. You may use different shapes. You may save this picture, click on File, Save As, and choose the place. Then children write out unfamiliar words which they learned in class on the lesson. You may use other activities like this puzzle, matching, or spider.
Today I'm going to talk about my favorite app, random name pickers, and I will show you the program which can pick random terms for pupils to define. I add the terms to this program. I randomly click on the app and then the term shown up, electric power, and my students should define this term. These are my terms. I tap them here. The program generates them on its own. For example, you can hear a lot of different colorful programs, and you can use this program on your own lesson.
We hope you'll find this activity useful.
Good luck!